Hey YouTube, this is Dan making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, got something very special today. Just got it in the mail. I saw this on Facebook. There's a bloke down south selling silcrete. This is Australian shirt, and it's silcrete. They call it silcrete. The Australian Aboriginals used to use this for their hand tools. As we all know, the Australian Aboriginals were basically Stone Age. They had no metalcraft at all, and they relied on this stone. As far as I know, basically this stone almost exclusively for their hand tools. And I saw he was selling it at a good price, $15 a kilo plus postage. And the way our postage works, you can go up to 5 kilos, and it's about $18 for 5 kilos. And I contacted him and asked him, because he was selling it for nappers, and I asked him, does it spark? And he said, I have no idea. And I said, well, I'm not a napper, and I have no interest in napping it, but I want to know if I can spark it for flint and steel use. And he said, well, I had posted that a fair while ago. I don't know how much I've got left. He came back and he said he had 4.7 kilos of it. And I said, well, okay, I'll buy the lot of it. And then I thought, well, no, if I buy it and it doesn't spark very well, I just blew $60 on a stone that doesn't work. And I said to him, well, pick out the smallest lump, send it to me, I'll test it. And if it does work, I will buy the rest of it off you. Very interested because, one, it's a hard stone that's exclusive, as far as I know, silcrete's basically here in Australia. It also tickles my fancy because it's an Australian Aboriginal use stone. Just spark tested it, and every bit as good as any of the other jaspers or flints. The edge seems to last pretty well. Nice. That's a very delicate edge, and it seems to be holding up very well. That lump cost me $15, so it was very economic. Mode. That's in ounces. I don't work in ounces. Australian, we're in metric. That's 670 grams, so just over half a kilo. Nearly 3/4 of a kilo. Yeah. So what does mode say? It's 23.8 ounces. 16 ounces of the pound. Pound and a half. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Nearly 32 ounces, which is 2 pounds. No, it's not nearly 32. It's a little bit off 32. 23.8. But anyway, well over a pound of that. I'm going to keep it in the one lump. And I am going to buy the other 4 kilos. So, yeah, very happy. So that's an Australian shirt or silcrete used by the Australian Aboriginals. Very pretty rock. Hard. So it would be, I asked him and said, is it over the 5 Mohs? He said, yeah, well over that. The way it's doing that now, I'd say it'd be 6.5 to 7.5, probably 7. So in the shirt range, which is 6.5 to 7.5. So yeah, very, very happy. Anyway, I am going to take a couple of pictures, post it on a couple of my rock ones, and I am going to go from there. And I'm going to go down and have a word to my son about swearing. Anyway, yeah, I hope that hasn't come through the mic. I can hear it, but hopefully it won't come through the mic. Yeah, very, very nice. Very happy with that. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching.